Hello, I'm Ari, and today I have for you an Upcrate unboxing. This will be my last one. My box arrived slightly damaged. I think everything's inside, but yeah, it got pretty mashed in delivery. So let's open it up, see what's inside. So this is Upcrate. It's out of Germany, and it's a newer art box. I believe this is box number 5. And I haven't been really thrilled with this box. It's mostly has seemed like office supplies, kind of on the cheaper side, and I just don't really care for a bunch of markers and pens. That said, you know, if that is your interest, this may be a great crate for you. For me, I'm going to take a wait and see approach on the Upcrate and just go from there. So I subscribed, I had an error, I ended up with 2-month boxes, but overall, I just, you know, this isn't working out for my art style or a box that I want to work with just yet. So that said, let's open it up and see what's inside. So we have our letter, and this lists out the art treasures. So we'll put that aside for a moment. We also get 3 little clips. Those are fun. I like that. I can use those for some of my little sketchbooks. So that was a nice, normally I don't like a lot of this little filler stuff, but these can be useful for sketchbooks and such. So I like that we received those. Again, so stiff like this. It's a lot of little stuff that is, for me, not anything I would use, and it's just clutter. But there's postcard, everything you can imagine is real. I do like positive quotes and stuff, but for me, this is a lot of stuff that I don't value in a box. You know, 1 sticker is fine, but yeah, this is just clutter for me. Me personally, not for everyone. So if you get this box, notice that there's an extra nib for something. So, extra nib. That was kind of stuck in this envelope. So I do like the envelope, that's nice. All right, and nothing came out, luckily, because our box, as I said, was just totally destroyed in shipping. It's time for art, uncrate it, how to do, and battle. Again, I'm not really thrilled about the whole, I don't need a pirate theme to my box. So this will probably be going out in a giveaway to someone. Our artist of the month is Sarkasik, 23-year-old designer and illustrator from Hamburg, Germany. I like that, that's really nice. Pro writing tools, so I'm guessing we have some loop markers, water-based markers, and some nice heavy-duty, it looks like watercolor paper, so watercolor markers. So maybe this box won't be so bad, so we'll just have to see. So that's nice, thick card, or not cardstock, but watercolor paper. So 3 pieces of that. Our artwork, information on the water-based markers, our stickers, and our 3 little clips, our information. Let's see what's inside here. All right, so I'm not familiar with loop markers. This is a water-based marker. Teal, white, black, orange, blue, and pink. So I'm guessing these colors are to match the artist of the month. So I'm guessing she chose these colors so we can make an artwork like hers. Otherwise, I would say, just like last month, this is a really weird set of colors for mixing and such. Yeah, it's you know, you got your secondary greens and oranges. You have a blue, but you have no yellow. So yeah, as far as mixing and water-based markers, it would have been nice to have colors that mix well together. Some of these will be that's a larger tip. Looks like these are pump action. We'll do that one swatching. Okay, that's a little bit smaller nib. I was looking for one that was a little bit different. But I think, yep, all these are 4, and they do say this on the end. So all the colors are 4, the black is a 2. 6 loop markers. We have Stabilo pencil, Swano, HB, with an eraser. Then we have a Staedtler Mars Lumograph Black 8B, so a nice dark line. We have an Upcrate synthetic brush, kind of an angled shader. And then we have the Coors K-liner fine liner for school or office. So again, that's what I was kind of saying is office supplies, school supplies. These have a triangle barrel. Just, you know, I have the Tri Plus, so, you know, these might be good for using in my day planner or something, but I like my Tri Plus ones, so I don't know, I'm not, you know, like for art, this is not, I don't consider these art supplies. I consider them like office, calendar supplies, day planner type thing. So that's it. That's what came in our box this month. So this is the January Upcrate. 3 pieces of watercolor paper, the loop markers, and they're watercolor, so I am interested in trying those out. I don't think I will do anything with the Coors K-liner, and you did get an extra tip. I don't want to lose track of that. So overall, again, I'm not really impressed with this box, but always, you know, it's in trying the materials out. Maybe I will love these as far as a watercolor. The water-based pigment in the loop markers is light, fast, and water resistant once dry. When the ink is still wet, they can be mixed together or spread on the surface. Again, as I said, we didn't really get colors that are going to mix well. I would have liked to see this yellow in this set. So all these other colors seem to be in this picture, but we did not receive a yellow. So that's a little sad. I would have rather seen the yellow than some of these other colors, I guess. But it is what it is. So, oh, and the black marker is, so just, it's, I guess I'm confused because they do say it's a water-based pigment ink, but these are actually acrylic markers. So acrylic water-based markers. So maybe I will not like them. There's a how-to video to see what can be done with a brush when the acrylic ink is still wet. So acrylic ink, water-based pigment. So we got the synthetic angled shader or dagger brush. We got the Vang Universal Paper, suitable for wet media including acrylic wash and watercolor techniques. It can be used on both sides with 2 different textures. We have the Kors K fine liners, 0.4 millimeter, 10-piece set. It says a unique design, but the triangle barrel has been done before. We have the full back clips and the pencils. Again, I'm not really thrilled with this box. It is what it is. Let's see if we can make some art with it. We'll swatch out these markers and kind of see what they can do, and we'll go from there. So a little bit of the line stays, but all right, this may be my kind of acrylic. We'll do 2 of those. All right, this one is leaking already. So I'm not sure if I did something wrong with that black, but it's just leaking. Of course, the longer you let that sit, the less the lines come out. If you put your ink down and spread it right away. Yeah, this is not one of my favorite things, is having to prime these paint markers. I know, I probably sound a little cranky about this box, and I guess I am. The supply, and look at how much they're leaking, just. I guess maybe if we're using them, let's see, so using them possibly just as straight markers. So those dry pretty quickly. This one seems really dry. However, it's the white, so you can't really see it. Maybe you can see it better on camera. And once these markers dry, they're dry. So let's check out the lines on this. It's a nice, really dark, just a regular pencil. I'm just going to test out one of these for you, just to show you the line. But I don't think it's necessary for you to see. You know, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with fine liners. Yeah, just, and these feel like a cheap, yeah, that ink got everywhere from that black. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to even bother to make art with this stuff. I think I'm over this box, the Upcrate in general. And, you know, if I do end up coming back to this making some art, I'll definitely attach it to this video. But at this moment, I'm over this box. In fact, instead of doing art, I'm going to clean my desktop and my arm. So this is the January Upcrate. It's definitely not a standout art box in my mind at all. These are real, they don't feel like art supplies. So this is not a standout box at all for me. There's so many other art boxes that are better quality supplies for around the same price. You know, 4 out of 5 boxes being markers of some kind is just too much office supply. You know, maybe these loop markers will grow on me. And as I said, maybe if I do something like her art style, maybe I will like it, I think. Yeah, it says you can use the fine liners on these pencils or on these markers, but you know, I don't know. I'm not impressed with the color selection, the quality. I'm not dissing the quality of these loop markers per se. I mean, they look like a nice brand. I just, you know, see the line. Like if you put it down and wash it right away, I can see that being useful, or just using it straight up as a marker. The rest, I'm just not sure about. And I don't think it's worth my time to try to make art with this. You know, that said, I may try something, just, you know, maybe do a redo of this picture with the colors we have. Like I said, I'm kind of sad they didn't include a yellow. You know, I really wanted to like this Upcrate. Upcrate is, or 22 euros, which ends up being about $24 in the US. However, I just have not liked these boxes. They just feel like they're not real thought out, and they seem on the cheaper side. I'm not saying they're cheap, but because maybe they're not. I just don't see anything magical or fun about this box. That said, these markers may grow on me if I do try to make an art piece, but how this one black marker is getting ink on everything and not drying. Yeah, I want to be excited about this box, and I just can't. There's just nothing inspiring, and maybe that says more about me than it does this box. But that said, another marker box. This is the January Upcrate. I am now done with this box. I will watch and see. I'm hoping that they use some of the feedback they're getting on their box and create something new and more interesting. Again, I'm not a fan of the pirate theme. I don't need a theme to my art box subscriptions. I just want really good art supplies for the money I'm paying out. And to me, I feel like I've wasted my money on the Upcrate, the 2 boxes I received. If I do a side-by-side comparison, I'm just going to do that now because I'm not going to take the time to do that in a separate video. You know, here's all of our stickers from last month. Our artwork, because this is what I want you to understand as to why I'm feeling that I didn't get my money's worth. If you do this side-by-side look at the side-by-side comparison videos, this is what I received for about $48. A bunch of markers. So this is why I'm unsatisfied with this box. I'm not saying these markers are not worth it. So, and this is, you know, not taking into consideration the little odds and ends, like the little clips I just received or the stickers. But this to me is not $48 worth of value. That's 4 artist grade tubes of paint that will last me a year of the finest quality compared to some cheap markers. Not that $3 markers are cheap. I'm not sure how much these loop markers are. This is not $48 worth of quality supplies to me. And yeah, I'm just not, this is all stuff. So, you know, I'm happy with these pencils. I think there's a fine liner I'm missing. I don't know where that is, but because you know, so I must have kept that out because oh yeah, it was the Pitt fine liner, and yeah, so it's somewhere. It's something I'm using. So one thing out of this box I'm using, and I'll probably keep the pencils and the paintbrush. But for $48, this is not a value to me personally, and I'm just not feeling marker box after marker box. To me, these are not art supplies. I guess somebody must make art with them, but it's not me. So just the value is not here for me. So this is my 2-month subscription roundup, and one was not a wanted month of subscription, but due to their billing cycle, I got billed twice, so I ended up getting 2 boxes. So I'm done. I'm over Upcrate. I will watch them, but I think there's so many other boxes doing it so much better out there. And so unless you're really into like acrylic markers and alcohol, so I guess they had some alcohol markers, you know, this might be perfect for you. Maybe you're getting a value, but you tell me. Leave a comment below if you think this is worth $48 to you. I mean, even is it worth $40 to you? Because maybe I'm missing something. Like maybe there's something, you know, maybe I'm an art snob. I doubt it. And I always thought I was a person that I can make art with anything, but I don't know, you know, I've got it all over my hands. I guess I don't know what else to say. So, like I said, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Like, I sometimes get down on art snacks but their supplies are usually pretty good quality. This last month maybe not, but I'm hoping February they'll blow me away. And it does look like they're watercolor markers in that box. So, and they're around the same price point. Definitely you're getting more supplies in a box, but to me that's not that important. More supplies to me doesn't equate value. It equates clutter in my art studio, and especially when it's supplies I'll never use again. These 2 boxes will probably be in my giveaway. I haven't decided how I'll do that giveaway yet, whether I'll just keep all the boxes individual. If I've made art with them, I'll send that along. Yeah, I'm not finding value here personally. If you get this box and you're finding value in it and you like the art supplies, leave a comment below too, because like I said, maybe I'm missing something here, that it's more fun than I'm making it out to be. But I know we all have our personal styles, and you know, using markers just isn't how I interact with my art. I use watercolors. I do use alcohol markers, and I do have some Tombos, but I found even with Tombos, I'm not really using them that often. So, and I did get some watercolor graphics, fine liners, and markers as well. But again, once it's in a marker form, I just find I don't use it. It does what these did, where, you know, you get the line and you don't get a nice spread. So I find that a lot less useful for my art style, but maybe other people can make that work for them. So Upcrate, it was, I can't even say it was fun. It was what it was, and that's a wrap for Upcrate on this channel, at least for a while. It's not that I wouldn't try one of their boxes again, but they're really going to have to make a shift in what they're providing people for me to ever go back to them again. So I just don't need office supplies for my art. I'd rather invest that money in another box that I really love. So, or just in art supplies. So I'm Ari. This is Shamelessly Creative, and we did not get shamelessly creative with these. Like I said, if I decide to go back and make some art, I will, but I think this is it. I'm over this Upcrate. Even though I didn't get creative with these, I hope you will go and get creative. Whether it's with your Upcrate supplies or other art supplies, I wish you a great day. Bye.